Hey everyone, just a quick midweek market update. A couple of things that has happened. So we have the UK inflation. This was just released. So let me read up a little bit of a summary on what it is. So UK's annual inflation rate unexpectedly has rose to 4% in December. Economists have basically predicted a decrease to 3.8%, basically following November's drop to 3.9%. So the rise was primarily due to increased alcohol and tobacco prices. The core CPI from the UK, excluding volatile items like food and energy, remains steady at 5.1%, still above 5%. Rising inflation breaks the trends of decrease since February 2023, and British Prime Minister basically has come up and basically remains optimistic, emphasizing sticking to the current economic plan. In contrast, the US and Eurozone inflation has also increased in December. The Bank of England is expected to adjust its monetary policy in response to these changes, but that won't happen until the 1st of February 2024. Now, a couple of technicals to look out for. So we have the pound USD here. We do have a little bit of a bullish order block. This is basically finding support at 1.26. I think there's still a little bit more pressure to go to the downside for the pound USD. We'll take a look at that on the hourly time frame in a minute. I just want to give you a little bit of a rundown on the other currencies as well, like the EURUSD. For the EURUSD, we have broken below 1.09, and if you noted on the outlook, the support range is basically 1.0850 to 1.09. So we are basically very close to the support area right now. And also the same thing for the Aussie USD here. We do have a little bit of a bullish order block as well. And we are basically at the lower end of that order block. Now, a couple of things that could happen this week. Obviously today is Wednesday, it's already midweek. A couple of things could happen, right? We could lose all of the key supports that we saw on the Aussie USD, the Euro USD, and the Pound USD, and I think that would actually be the likelier scenario to happen. The other scenario is obviously all these order blocks that we are looking at on the Aussie USD, Euro USD, and the Pound USD is still valid. And we still see buyers coming into the market. So I think today it is actually very important whether or not you're actually going to be trading it today or not. Today's price movement is going to be indicative of whether or not this support area is going to be broken, or are we going to see buyers coming around this support area. Now, focus for today is obviously the pound USD. We can see the spike on the pound USD here just now. We'll just highlight that for you. So we have a little bit of a push up higher on the pound USD. This is on the back of the surprising CPI numbers from the UK, and that's about 50 pips of gain, probably about half a percentage gain here. But what we note here is that the hour following that run to the upside, what we're looking at is that the market is kind of being capped off by a little bit of an order block that's basically at about 1.2675. Now, 1.2675 previously was the stronger support that needs to be broken by the pound USD once it breaks below 1.27. So we do see a little bit of a resistance building up at 1.2675. Now, this could be because of profit taking, or this could actually be fresh new selling into the market. So I think the idea here for today, if you're planning to trade today, the pound USD provides us with a very compelling opportunity, because if we were to take a short position here and having a stop loss just about 1.2680, we're probably going to be looking at about 35 pips of stop loss, and we could be targeting 1.26. That's going to give us about 1 to 1.3 in terms of risk reward ratio. But ultimately, a lot of traders are actually looking at a potential for that push lower towards 1.2550. Now, this would provide us with a risk reward ratio that's nearly 1 to 3. So I think the opportunity is there for the pound USD, and I think in terms of how we have been looking at the pound USD, it was one of the trickier currencies, but once it starts breaking the range, it actually broke below 1.27. A lot of traders were waiting for that daily close below 1.27, which we got yesterday. So we actually closed below 1.27. And to note here, the market hasn't actually closed below 1.27 for quite a while. Take a look at this one. Basically, throughout the whole month of January, market was basically waiting for that break below 1.27. Now we got it, and I think a lot of traders are in a short position in terms of taking where the pound USD is going to be in terms of swing trades. So just be mindful of that criteria there. And that's why for today, much prefer to go short on the pound USD here, since we're so close to that resistance there. At the very least, in terms of placing our stop losses, we're not risking too much into our trade. With that, good luck with your trades, and I'll see you on Friday.